Welcome to Sky Sport Next, our new initiative supporting grassroots sport and rising talent across New Zealand. We're proud to be investing in Sky Sport Next to give over 50 sports a chance to be seen and to grow.
Touch New Zealand's coverage of the Premier Touch League is brought to you by SAS Sport and One Foundation. It's the Premier Touch League.
Welcome back, and it's the final game for Te Waipounamu taking on the Northern Strikers. Out of the ladies competition today, these are the two top teams, both going through undefeated today, and it's the showdown for the top of Series 3. In the green, working from the right to left, we have Te Waipounamu with the ball, and on defence, we have the Strikers from the far north. 03 taking on the 09. How are you feeling, Jean Marsh, about this one?
I'm excited about this one, George. Both teams this morning played exceptionally well defensively, so it'll be good to see what attack options they come up with here to nullify each other's strong defensive policies.
And Strikers do well again, also with an attacking defence, taking away the time of Te Waipounamu. There goes the leader once again on Maestro from dummy half. She does it again. She carries on from where she finished in the first game. Dana Turnbull.
Great touch there from Tara, making sure that she committed to Dana, even on that little jinx out that Dana produced. So good defensive effort there from Tara. Northern Strikers look to execute here a transition play. Charlie Foster coming in nice and strong, and a good strike dump with Dina coming into the middle channel and just waiting for the rest of her team to get on. Great touch there from Jess.
Good work from Te Waipounamu, holding them in their own half. Here we go with a fresh set of 6. Touch number 1 with 5 touches up their sleeve and a good position on the field.
And even without a touchdown, George, that's a big win for Te Waipounamu just early on in the game, making sure that Northern Strikers start second-guessing their exit off with a pure turnover before halfway.
Nice, and here we go, number 7, darting out, keeping them honest.
Molly looking to have a dart at the line, and Molly's got a good strong low dive as well, so she'll be looking to utilise that any opportunity she goes. Abby from half, looking to feed off here. Strikers, I would have held that a little bit longer and really try to find someone in the best point to give that to. But again, a great back break there from Abby.
Yeah, I don't think she had any chance of holding that any longer because Foster was hot in her heels. Foster and Turner showing some great efforts on defence because normally there'll be touchdown opportunities with Te Waipounamu. Great defence by the Northern Strikers.
Holly coming in here with Leah working again. They comboed really well this morning, their attacking combo. Nice little line there from Holly, looking to commit the defender outside, step back inside and then pull a penalty, which is pretty much everything that you need to do when you're doing that dummy half scoop line.
Yeah, we talked about Dana Turnbull starting well. We got Williams there that also had an exceptional first game.
Great touch there from our number 15. Jessica Rowe in for Te Waipounamu, and she's been good even this morning. She was really strong in that linked defensive channel.
Yeah, we talked about that defense, mate. That Te Waipounamu started very strong on defense. You talked about it with the Northern Strikers as well. That may be the difference in this game. Brown and Williams usually dominate in that position. But Te Waipounamu tucking the opportunities away.
And again, Dana just threatening the line. Probably execution on that one that Trish had run the right line, but I think she ran it just a tad too late, which kept her behind the ball play. Strikers here look to execute, and a great strong run there by the Strikers. Nice entry in here, Foster working with Tara, and that's probably the best person you want on the back end of a scoop here. Tara looked to threaten. Good set.
Great set. I'm happy with the middles on that one. I think the Lynx may have been slightly asleep on that occasion. I told Metro about that in the men's game and they adjusted that up nicely. We'll see if the Strikers do it. I'm classifying myself as a top coach today. Not even.
Good. I think that's sausage in there at number 6 though. She's created havoc not only in the game this morning but right throughout these PTL rounds, and she's just defensively she just lifts and is really, really fast and commits to touches. And as an attack, she's someone that you want to just kind of get out the way, and she's always in your face. So great defensive sets there from Zoe. And this little pocket play here. They've been running there earlier on this morning. The extra feed, the extra eyes up where they have a policy, but if there's an opportunity to score and run, they definitely utilise those opportunities.
Nice work. And as you talked about getting up in people's faces and, those niggly stuff, it's always hard as an attacker when someone's always on your case, taking your time away. You know all about that, Jean Marsh?
Oh, yeah. Well, I want an eternity with the ball, and as soon as someone gets up and demands something of me, I'm kind of asking them to get back outside or something else. That's a great touchdown there from Abby.
Nice little slide in.
She's quite strong defensively, George, in that middle channel, but today she really showed her worth on attack as well. Making sure, sets up here quite nicely, gets it back, asks if they're onside, slides at the line, nice and early. She was always going.
Yeah, how's that for an injection? Abby Johnson coming into her first series of the PTL and making an impact straight away. Hey, what I liked about that last touchdown was the communication of the referee explaining why the touchdown was given. We all had an understanding. They were kind of short, but then made it onside, but then there was a no-touch made. Well done. Abby Johnson, you're making an impact, my friend.
Yes, she sure is. And Dana and Meg here now working in the middle, and defending is Holly and Leah together. So again, the different experience factors here. You've got Meg and Dana both touch blacks against Holly and Leah, who will definitely be in the up and coming pass of that. And they held them out quite well. So again, that's a win for the Northern Strikers. Even though it's not a touchdown on the board, it definitely is a win.
Totally agree. When it comes to Legends versus Play School, you got to take those wins, and that's a good confidence builder for the Strikers. That's not so much of a confidence builder. It's twice now that the Strikers have turned over early, and that didn't happen in the first game.
No, it didn't. And again, we talked earlier on, George, about how strong defensively both these teams were. And again, Te Waipounamu are staying strong in that defensive policy that they started with the game. It's a great touch there by Zoe. She's lifting up nice and early into that channel. She's probably been caught a little bit offside from doing so, but Te Waipounamu didn't pick that one up. And
Really, with a long pass out left
touch.
to right.
Good touch there from Tara.
One to watch out for. She's been solid through the last two campaigns. Looking for another big one here in their final game of Series 3. Remember that name, Wheelie?
That's the play that they've been trying to utilise quite often on this this transition, George, where they try and look for that extra check from the middle running down.
And I agree with you, and that time it was on. Unfortunately, the execution wasn't quite there.
Yeah.
There was a hole opened, nice and wide, for a winger to go the distance.
And I think both times they did it the play before, which caused a turnover around. Both times they have been open, and it's just been the execution. And that's been the difference between receiving the ball at halfway and scoring all the way down. So I wouldn't go off the play. I'd just pick my moments a little bit more with it.
More off a helmet.
Nice to see Trish there. She's a touch blacks open women's specialised winger, number 11 for Te Waipounamu. And it's good to, again, give these girls the opportunities of being involved in the middle in the link arena, but more of getting an understanding of what happens there. So when they go back to touch blacks and they are specialised in those positions, they get a lot more understanding from being in that environment.
Nice. Yeah, she's world-class
Good girl,
winger. And
Holly.
there's the hands.
That was great footwork there from Holly again.
Atafai uses her head, a very smart player, and uses their head for a different reason this time. And stops a touchdown out wide. That's great leadership.
Michaela Moore. Oh, that was a good touch, and I would have said...
A little wave of the arm there. I think that arm represents a knock of the ball.
Yep. I think Michaela would, if she had that time over again, she'd make sure she secured that ball up in that and again.
Totally agree. If we were playing Monopoly, they would have used their 2 get-out-of-jail-free cards just then. Dana on the ball.
Meg looking around.
Oh, there's the speed.
Oh, Meg, good girl. She could have probably carried on running through that one. Dana waiting patiently for Meg to arrive.
Nothing to lose. There's nothing going on.
So let's see if they run the same play here, George, and utilise that same player. But I think that they might have run too many and would look to just make that touch happen.
Yeah, looking at the strikers, they're not as striking as hard as they were on game one. The defensive style uses a lot of energy, so we're just seeing if that's going to pay dividends for the opposition in the later stages of this game. Yep, a little bit sluggish. They were rushing last game. This one's a little bit slower. Cracks are starting to open. Nice pick, nice recovery, nice touch.
That was good recovery there from Foster. She got quite caught out. She tried to get up. Oh yeah, I think Te Waipounamu got gifted a couple down this end, and Northern Strikers are unlucky to get one back up on their end.
Yep.
But again, an opportunity now for Te Waipounamu to put another nail in the coffin here with striking just 10 from their line. Michaela Moore looking to use her speed, link up there with great little play there from Bridget Johnston from Te Waipounamu. So she worked really well with Michaela Moore. Having a look here, Michaela uses her footwork, her speed, has a look here, nothing on, checks back in here to Bridget, and Bridget spots the line, a little bit of footwork and over for a touchdown. Well done.
Well, this is a green machine team that's showing a lot of confidence out there, a lot of camaraderie. They've got it together, these young ladies. I heard last night they showed a bit of whanaungatanga with a few of the players staying mid-eye base with the Metro girls. How cool is that?
That's awesome. And that's awesome. And Te Waipounamu, you know, they've been wanting opportunities like this for a long time where touch gets brought here to Christchurch on something other than a nationals realm, and they just want to play touch. And the more times that these girls get to play touch, the more they get used to the style, and they're not accustomed to it once a year when they come to nationals, or at times once a year when they make touch blacks and play for in Trans-Tasman series. So this is just beneficial.
Yeah, good call. Any game you can get down here for the Southerners is a good game, and good for the national game, as you would like to see. Jean Marsh as the New Zealand coach for the Open Touch Blacks.
Yeah, most definitely. And we've had a look at, you know, our rankings within the systems and why they are, and there is areas that we can nullify with just pure game time for our ladies, and this has just added so much of what we need going forward, and especially our women's program. Great touch there by, I think that was Taylor Foster in the middle working with Sarai, like they've comboed up this week. Yeah.
There's a little how's your father for you?
Yeah. Nice, and getting nice and
there was a bit
up there. Here we go again.
There was a bit of Foster love in that last touch that stopped that fifth and final being as effective.
Oh, and again, but that's a great touch there from Abby. I love it. I think that's a good, solid touch. And again, she comes up with a great touch there. So she's putting the pressure on there.
Yeah, it's all within the letter of the law. You go as far as the ref will allow you to go. This is the professional league, or performance league.
This is where we want them to be. There's no use in us playing tournaments like this and being a little bit more softer, or a little bit, and then we get to nationals or internationals and we demand why we're not physically strong enough in the ruck. So if we give it to each other here now, I would have loved.
Oh, there's the chop.
Great line.
Remember how I was talking about to you about the link being asleep? I think someone's listening to my commentary.
That's your coaching skills coming up again, and I think that was Bridget. Was that Bridget there?
Here we go.
George, I can't see from.
Dana gets the quickie. Step back, Sycamore. Oh, what a chop.
That was a great chop.
What a chop. So whoever that spectator at home is feeding that information to the coaching box. Keep doing it. I might do some more feedback to you guys shortly.
We might mic you up with a little ear chip and let you filter out to the coaches down below, George.
I was just, mate.
Oh, this is a nice play here.
You guys are doing a great job out there, those coaches. Here we go.
Oh, I want to see that again. This is the stuff that I need to do my homework on. This was great. And this was planned. You could see Sausage there that just scored the try. She just beelined straight for the wings. So she's here, she drops here, and she just beelines. She's straight for the wings. She's looking at nothing else, knowing that eventually she's going to end up with the ball.
Oh, backdoor play.
Great.
Getting up behind the chopper. It was beautiful to see.
And they're really good at that stuff, George, off these set plays. They're really...
Well, they needed it. They needed it. It was 3-0. It was all Te Waipounamu. The 0-3 were dominating in the hometown. Here we go with a backdoor sweep. Here we go with the hands.
That was a good touchdown.
With the hands.
Great touchdown there. And unfortunate that Tara slipped up in the middle there, which created Dina having to come through. So Molly picks up, feeds off. Trish is there. They're looking for a sweeper play backdoor. Mac has got wheels. Tara just slips there, which makes Dina have to come up and engage in that touch. And again, our link number 15, Jessica Rowe, making a great chop line and scoring on the back end of that.
Yep, I was fortunate enough to catch up with Jessica Rowe. She was on the physio table there, strapping up a couple of minutes beforehand. I was asking if she was playing. She said, yes, I'm ready to go. And she showed she was. Great chop line.
Taylor and Sarai here working in the middle, and Jess Fawkes getting up there and making that aggressive link touch again. Well done, Jess. Good defensive set there. Abby and Meg working really well. Sarai looking for a little step back. Taylor's just causing havoc in that middle arena. She's just, you don't really know what she's doing. She's actually wanting defensive teams to make mistakes, and then she'll decide what she wants to do. And is it to take a good touch there? And even a good strike dump there from Jess. Here they come with their transition on. You've got Dana in the back end, assisted by Michaela. But again, Northern Strikers stepping up nice and high and not letting them have the channel or the gate that they want. Dana looking to kill that ball a little bit and get her team a nice, refreshing start.
Yep, I've heard a few of the Aussie commentators calling that one. They're doing the pass to their mother on the sideline. Nice little tactic. The old sideline mother pass, they call it. Gives them enough time to regroup on defense. Push forward. Here we go. Strikers need something here. They can't let this game get out of their grip. Back through the mid-play. Here we go. Taking attack from dummy half.
Holly. Oh, she unfortunately touched Dana, which is used as they call it a voluntary touch, George. So she ran a great line. Dana was almost in her way, but Dana's clever enough to know that she doesn't have to move. And just by Holly engaging with that touch on Dana, just calls it a voluntary touch in its handover for dummy half.
Yeah, I'd like to have a look at these 5 metres. There's a little bit of confusion here of the flying timing.
Yeah.
People getting caught off or whether they're on or not from both teams. There's a nice punishing drive here.
Oh, great drive
Takes
from
a good
Meg.
hit.
Yeah. I agree with you, George. I'd like to see the 5s being opened up a lot more. And I'm probably only talking from an international view on it as well, because when these girls go to international and play, you are most definitely playing almost a 7 metre to a 10 metre gap. So if we could start utilising our tournaments here to make sure that it's ingrained in our girls that it's a 5 to 7 to even 10 sometimes.
Oh, totally, and that's what we want to see. It's about the attack. We want a lovely attack game. You know, sorry, I love football, but unfortunately there's not enough goals in there.
Yeah.
So you only get to celebrate once in a blue moon.
Oh, and when you celebrate, they celebrate really well. Imagine celebrating like that after every touchdown and a try in a
Nice.
game. Oh, great.
Here we go. Great
Slams it
vision.
down, Destiny.
Great eyes.
Get out of here. And
Foster.
Jess is waiting for the forward pass call, but great little play there.
Foster more replay.
Foster and Tara creating bloody havoc in that middle arena. Foster over the top. Destiny, get out of here. Ball down. Touchdown there for the Northern Strikers.
Very good. Very good. With 2 minutes to go in this half, the Strikers needed that because it's all been to Waipounamu.
Abby Johnston in the middle there working with Dana. So they'll look at running maybe a little follow play, which is one of their favourites as well. Dana just offloading that one out to Hayley, and great lift there by Sarai.
Great lift.
She just thought, no way you're going to give the ball back to Dana, but somehow Somehow Dana ends up back with the ball, step back in the short chopping line from Abby to take care of that touchdown. So again, Sarai lifts nice and high early, offload here to Abby. You have a go, Dana. Quick little W. Look to shape long. Abby on the short.
Gotta love it.
There. That
Gotta
was
love
really
it.
good.
Slips through like a slippery pig at a hoedown.
Yep, and she was just, well, if I'm not going to get it on this touch, I'll get it on the next one. And again, that's experience, George. You can't really, you can't teach that stuff.
Here we go, 32 play.
Good little out. Oh, they probably just miscommunicated that one. Holly looked to be throwing an out ball.
Yeah, I'll put that down to the wind there that's
Yeah.
picked up from the left to right on our screens. If you have a look at those flags, there's a lot of blow moving to the right of your screen.
Here comes Molly Wheelie with Abby on the back end. So they'll just look for a simple down the middle play. Oh, great!
Oh!
She should have went.
The excitement, the excitement.
She should have went through. She had nearly 2 to 3 players on the outside that would have easily scored a touchdown. And I think she actually thought, how did I get in here? And what am I doing here? And thought, I better get rid of this ball because someone should be touching me. And little did she know she was left all alone. But great work there from Abby. And again, good girl.
Look, and we turn around, go the other way.
Find someone.
Oh! How about this game? End-to-end opportunities.
2 or 3 players, and again, they just find someone that's going to be the toughest person to score a touchdown. But great entertainment here for us in the commentary box, George.
Nice. Way to keep us on the edge of our seat. And if you were a betting man, there was a touchdown both ways, and you would have lost some money. Hopefully everyone at home is enjoying the entertainment. If you're paying money, you'll be getting your money worth. But hey, it's live streaming for free today, so enjoy the moment, enjoy the times, and enjoy this great spectacular of a game we have here between the Northern Strikers and Te Waipounamu. What do you reckon, Jean?
I'm so entertained at the game. I know the scoreline is 5-2 to Waipounamu, and I think they deserve to be ahead with the style that they're playing. From this morning, they've kept the aggressive defensive structures that they've had, but I mean, they've turned it up on attack, George. And like Dana mentioned in her interview, they come out here to make a statement. They're fit and they're fast, but they can also play touch, and they're showing that out there today on the field. And I'm absolutely rapt that they've found that we can play touch too, because they're being the fit, they're being the fast, and they're putting on an absolute blinder out here today.
And what a game. It'll be great to be a fly on the wall in that coaching box now, hearing what the ladies come up with. Northern Strikers, wonder what's happening down there, Jean. If you were down there in that coaching box, what would you be saying?
I think, Lovey, the game plan and the processes that this Northern Strikers team have are still on. Like we talked about, those little checks to the wing, and I think it's just the execution and maybe picking moments. They're trying to score straight away where really they could just build opportunities and build pressure and get some repeat sets down here, because once they get repeat sets or set plays on the 5, they're actually scoring off them. So it's about being patient when they're coming out of their red zone and through their edge, being patient and not trying to score on every single set of 6 that they get. Lovey will be drilling into them the importance of the 1%, the catch pass, the squirt, the ruck, and they'll come out guns blazing, because Lovey's just that type of coach that gets a bit of fire in the belly, and I don't think the girls are too far behind. I think it's just the execution on the things that they're running.
Yeah, Kimanika and Lovey will be doing a great job for the Lady Power. Good to see 2 ladies leading this fine young team of athletes from the Northern Strikers, and to have the old Foster man in there doing the stats with some extra support. He's always good. I heard in the first series he was all the way in Japan doing the stats from the live stream and sending them back to the box for the halftime talks. How about that stuff?
I know, that's amazing. It's going to be good. I really do think Strikers are going to come out in the second half, George. I think their work-ons or their fixes for the second half are quite minimal, and Lovey and Kim are both experienced, and will get the message across nice and early. And Te Waipounamu, we know what their outcome, and their outcome is to start prepping now for next week. So they're making sure that their combos are set, their policies are fine-tuned, and the rest of it. So it'll be a really good second half.
And here we go. This is where the Strikers need to strike.
Yep, drop ball there. So that's definitely not the start.
I'm just going to be quiet here, G, because I'm putting the marker 2 on the old strikers.
Great touch there by Zoe again. So they again utilising the middle and link working as defensive partners instead of middle working as a paired unit. Good girl, Zoe.
Here we go. Let's try that again.
Let's try that again. Good touch there by Jess, nice and strong, and she uses her. Oh, good girl. She's very physical, Jess, and it's a trait that she can use. She's built quite tall and very strong. So if I had her on my team, I'll be utilising her to make all my touches as well. Mind you, I utilise quite a lot of people to make touches.
Work smarter, not harder, eh? Work smarter, not harder.
Oh, here we go.
Whole play.
Here we go.
Looking
Meg,
wide.
Meg's there. As soon as I spotted Meg, I thought, oh, well, yeah, come back the other way. And Destiny's done that as well.
Not a bad set of
Not
six.
a bad set. Not a bad set. Again, asking them to be patient. So not being too upset that they haven't dotted down on the try line, making sure that they turn around now in defence in the orange zones so that Te Waipounamu don't get an attacking set down on their 5. And a great drive in there by Trish, and she'll look to go again for Abby or Michaela. Michaela on the back end here. She'll go through. She's got quick. Oh, great. And even working well with Abby, and Abby's not afraid to hit the deck.
What a great set of 6.
That was a great set of 6. Strikers here look to come up the middle channel.
There's a big difference here, Jean. When you look at Te Waipounamu, their shoulders are up, their body language is positive, all the little things are going right for them. They're feeding, they're confident, all is going well. The rub of the green like that is all in their favour at the moment.
Yep,
so,
most definitely.
Mate, yeah, it's going to be a hard slog back for these strikers.
Yep, it will. And with the strikers, they're missing probably one of the standout players in the country at the moment in Sammy Stanton. And she's not just your Joe average team member to be missing. She'd probably be one of the best linked defenders running around the country today. So to have someone like that is not a part of your unit, they can look forward to something else for next week.
Here we go, having an attack
Good
on
girl,
the 5.
Holly. And a great touch there by Trish.
Waipounamu, very solid and connected in defence there. You talk about Sammy Stanton, I saw a little bit of her in action in Series 1, and what a series she had.
How good.
We're hoping that she's back. She's had a slight injury. She's resting up. I heard she had a module game this week. Nice social game just as she gets back into the groove.
Nice.
And hopefully she's ready to run next week in the big finale, Series 4 of the PTLs.
Oh. So that's a Te Waipounamu set there, the referee's, And what he has called is Holly's come in to make a touch there, but she hasn't used her arm. She's come in quite physically just with her shoulders, and Meg's been asking for a penalty for a couple of times now, and the referees have picked one up for her. She'll slide in here. Good girl. Ball down. Great basic little plays there from Te Waipounamu, and Northern Strikers were up to the task earlier on this morning with those touchdowns there, George, and just unfortunate now. I think there's real crispness in this Te Waipounamu attack, which is causing the Strikers to be on their game all the time, and they're lacking in that department at the moment.
And what we're seeing here is true contenders for the grand final next week.
Massive.
Waipounamu have just, where have they come from?
Yeah,
What's
massive.
been happening in the last couple of weeks? Because this is a new breed.
It has been, and I am absolutely stoked for the likes of them, because I've watched them. Oh, great second phase. If only she could be dummy half. Oh, she'll go through the line here. Oh, and I'd like to see them hold. Great touchdown. Hold the ball in that dummy half line just a little bit longer to make sure that we can.
There we go.
Touchdown.
There we go. Maybe a rub of the green has gone the other way for this touchdown to get them back into the game. A nice second phase here, out of nothing. Just takes it out of the blocks, looks wide. Yeah, Te Autawhai is calling a touch in front of the line. Good defense by the winger, stepping forward. So she had to go through her to get the touchdown. Referee was right there on the spot. And Strikers got what they needed. 3 touchdowns to 6. To Waipounamu in the lead.
Strikers will look to hold out the set, especially if they can complete this as a Molly in there, working with Michaela. Two very, very fast girls. Great touch there by Sarai.
Yep.
Oh,
Call it
I
a
would have,
touch, shall we?
yeah, I would have called that a great touch. She doesn't want to come in a soft manner and advantage the attacking team, so you kind of come in and look after yourself there. She needs to get under here. Good touch there, Link Channel.
Tell you what, the body language of the
Yeah.
strikers is
Yeah.
what we've been looking for. They're on their toes, they're off their heels, shoulders are up. They can crack this one. We might have a game.
Oh, great.
Dean,
Oh.
I am going to turn my mic off because I am not doing any favours for the strikers today.
I really don't think they're lacking in anything, George. I really just think that, again, that was, we talked about it was a little slip by Sarai there, but you take your options when they come into Waipounamu are being so aggressive in attack and so clinical. Execution has been on point that any chance they get a scoring, they're going to make sure that they put points on the board. And that's what a lot of teams have lacked today as well, is the execution of what could be a try and what isn't going to be a try. Oh, great little set play here. Oh, and a finish. And again, that was the one I need to probably go home and study, because they're pulling them out left, right and centre, and got here with a drop. And the Lynx coming back around. Straight over the top to Dest, and Destiny scores a try. Dots down in the corner. Great try, 7-4.
Yeah, nice sweeping play there.
So
and
nice
going
to
back
watch.
short side with a backdoor wrapper again. Oh, bamboozling the defence. And Ella Donald, how well was she playing defensively? She almost got there. There was no way she should have even been close, because that was a brilliant move. Millimetres away from making the touch, but now with 3 touchdowns from a draw.
Oh, Dana in there, she looks at link up there. Great defence there from the strikers, utilising the middle and link combo defensively, which puts Te Waipounamu second guessing on what they want to attack with. Dina coming in here, looking to link up with Sarai and Taylor. Taylor will take control here. Look to kick out for Dina on a scoop. And Dina's got wheels to burn too, so I'd probably do the same. Step back, show there, Dina. Oh, good girl. No, Dana wasn't going to let her get away with that one.
And as you notice, folks, I kept quiet because I didn't want to put any curses on the strikers. I wanted to leave it to fate to see if they could score on that one. Now I'm back in the game here, guys. To Waipounamu driving through the midfield. Getting up a 3-2 play. Centralising. Nice hard drive for
Good
the
work,
fifth
Molly.
and final through the hands.
Good touch.
Great positioning by the Northern Strikers.
Oh, Trish lifts nice and early. Destiny's looking for someone to pass to. Good girl. She finally feeds off and makes sure her subbers get on. Holly in the middle looking for a quick scoop. She'll utilise Leah to drive again and just pick off the back end of this. I'd like to see her have a go on the outside. Oh, good execution. Right play. Link chopped a beautiful line. I think if Holly had her time over again, she might have held up just a second and looked to shape to go long.
Yeah, and that wins paying dividends for the defenders, because it is a lot harder to chuck those balls with the breeze the way it is.
Good touch there from wing. Hayley in that. Oh, Jess again, utilising Jess. Oh, that was forward. Utilising Jess's strength there in the ruck. You got Meg on the back door. Jess again setting up for Abby. Abby will go straight down the lane. Look to shuffle short, and we would have gone short long there.
How did she get that away?
Great finish, Hayley. Te Waipounamu again, scoring in the corner with Hayley. It's so pretty to watch. I mean, it's we'll have a look at on the replay here. Abby in the middle channel. Jess did all of this. Jess set all of this up. Quick feed, quick release, and this pass here. Just to catch and release over. But Hayley still has lots of work to do. She's got to receive, get on the outside, and then dot down there. So great effort there from Hayley.
I'll tell you what, if you're from the O3, I'll buy a lotto today, because it's all in your favour. The odds are with you guys today.
Te
How about
Waipounamu.
Rowe? How about Rowe with
she's
that
been
pass?
good. She's been good. She's been just doing her job in her own little position and owning every little bit about her job. We've got Tara here on the ball working with Foster. Good defence set there. Tara looking to have a 32 pick. Shape to go long. I think if we got Sausage a little bit earlier, she might have been able to either draw that winger in a little bit, George, and utilise our wing line there.
Yep. The wink line is always good when you're trying to pick people up. But, we'll use the wing and link line in the game of touch. Here we go. Strikers in a good position now. Please don't give the commentators curse. I will try and do my best to say the right things
Follow.
here.
Oh, good. Oh, wait for half.
Nice little shutdown there by the winger. Good positioning. Get the winger vulnerable.
Wrap around. Wingers open. Oh, okay. I think a right idea, and then it was just execution on that one. But I like how the strikers look to utilise the wingers in a lot of their 5-metre plays as well. A lot of the time, or a lot of the teams stay in the middle arena and utilise 4 to 5 touches before they even go wide, and the strikers utilise them straight off the bat. So again, it's a different tactic, but a good one.
Yeah, and what I'm seeing is defensively, to Waipounamu are leaving a few opportunities out wide for the long ball, and this win is not doing anyone any favours for just the complete long pass. It's a harder one to hit. And with a defensive, with a score line of 4 touchdowns up, what a good play to have.
Yeah, great set there from Te Waipounamu. Molly working really well with Meg Sycamore in there. Good check there from Tara, getting them in the ruck. Great little penalty there from Destiny.
A lot of good work, but unfortunately didn't pay off. With a penalty coming on the third touch.
Nearly run away from someone that was looking for a passer. Foster and Sarai here. It's Taylor in the middle. We'll look again to set up for Dina. And again, running that same line. They've run that 3 times now, George, with
no connection.
No connection on all 3 of them. So I'd like to see them run a phase off that and hit the short with the middle line, and then run a phase off that and then go long. They're not managing to hit either link or wing.
Phase it and then hit the link. Because right now the links are going without.
Should we send those comms down to
or that spectator that's watching from home, maybe passing that on. They need something to happen in that link line because they're going without.
Yeah,
it's like a vegetarian at a meat buffet.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Oopsie. Oh, lucky. Good. Oops, and then the pass. Oh. A little bit frustrated here, our Northern Strikers team, and I think for them it's a good thing. You know, it shows that the expectations of each other are very high, and with such a young team, if they consider those things normal and they're allowed to get away with it, then it doesn't hold them very good for future years. But they're putting themselves under a lot of pressure, and they're expecting cleaner, tidier plays and passes and all that, and that's good, making sure that the expectations of each other are nice and high.
I'll pick short side. Abby Johnston. The injection of the tournament. Series 3. This is beautiful to watch. Beautiful to watch.
Very good. And Dana there with the cute. With the cheeky cute put down.
You've been hanging out at the daycare, haven't you?
Winking and cute people out of nowhere.
Nice. But that was actually Michaela Moore that went through there. I'm in the Abby Johnston fan club, and I'm giving her credit where it's not due because she's been outstanding everywhere else in the paddock. But Michaela Moore, you pulled that one through for us.
Oh, great little work.
Over the top.
Gosh, that was good.
And that's a world-class winger right there.
That was amazing footwork there by Tara. She She had Meg on the back foot there. Unfortunately, again, the execution.
Oh, great
Good
defense. Any other day,
Great
there would have been a try there. But there, our favourite girl on the wing.
So, wrap around.
Oh, look, and still trying. And almost getting through, but not on the wing, as I was saying. Atafai. World class. Captain with, what, she's nearly 20 or under 20 with 20 caps to her name already.
Oh, can we not? Oh, Trish with the footwork. Abby again here, setting up for Trish. Michaela will come on the back end. Oh, okay, good set there. Good set there, Foster.
Well, who would have picked this? 9-4 with 3.5 minutes to go. Te Waipounamu, the team of the series so far. They'll need a miracle. With 3 minutes to go to get 5 touchdowns. But let's finish strong.
Yeah.
Differential.
Go through the line.
Hitting the link.
Look for them to hold that ball a little bit longer. I mean, I guess it's probably easier for me to sit up here in commentary when you've got someone like Michaela Moore chasing down your back, but I'd like to see them run and be sure of that next pass off.
Yeah, and then you've got Hopcroft at link, manning up.
Yep.
And then Fortere on the wing.
Here comes Abby. Oh, she's been good. She's had a great day.
I'll call her Abby as well. Yeah, good
here
work.
comes Abby
Abby
again. And here
again.
comes Abby again.
Nice. So there's the old
Go,
Sycamore
Meg.
combination.
Link. Oh, Atafai's out here telling her to pass it to me and give me a try to knock up on the tally of tries today. And already they're looking at they've put on 20 points on today's PTL series, George. 20 points in a day. That's an immense amount of touchdowns and their for and against would be minimal too. I think they only let in 4 in this morning and again 4 in this afternoon.
And there's the experience of Dana Turnbull. Just getting in the way there, but keeping her line. Not giving away a penalty. Waipounamu just too classy this afternoon. Just too classy. So it's back to the drawing board for the Northern Strikers, who were who I was looking at to be the team of the day.
Yeah, and I think I think right throughout the PTL series, George, they have been the most dominant team. And we talk about teams having that one game, and I think for them this is that one game. But what better week to have that one game this week than having it next week? So again, for them adding the likes of someone like Sammy Stanton next week going into the final series, it's still gonna be, for me, they're very much a team. Great touch there, Dina. They're very much a team that can win. With a tack like that.
Can win. And Te Waipounamu have shown how the tides have shifted. And we've talked about it all through the 3 series. Wheelie. I think it's Wheelie.
Yep, it's
Gets
Wheelie.
the old sweep around play. Holds up. We like to see the quickie plays. That was more of a medium.
Yeah.
Just holds up nicely and goes, okay, if you're going to give me that gap, I will take it.
Yep, and I think Leah might have been called offside on that one, George.
Okay, there we go.
She was claiming the touch and she was well off the line, but I'm thinking the referee would. Oh, I hope she's injured.
And that is a real concern for you with the way these girls are playing. And I'm sure you're not wanting to see anyone stretch it off or hopping off.
No. And again, that line, like I said, if they hit Taylor and Duran that wing with that chopping line, then Tara's got the option to go to half and chuck long from there. But 30 seconds to go in this half. Meg's looking to ruck it out. And again, Abby was with 20 seconds to go. She's still been a powerhouse in this Te Waipounamu team. Unfortunately, there is a turnover here. So it'll be a nice way for the Northern Strikers to finish off this match here with 15 seconds to go.
Yep, and hopefully they can do something here, because otherwise it's 10-4 over and out. Te Waipounamu, the 0-3, showing the stuff in their hometown.
Last play here. Touch there from Dana. What a match. What a game. Te Waipounamu 10, Northern Strikers 4. such a disciplined effort from the Te Waipounamu side, defensively and attack, but I must say, and I must give credit where credit is due, the Te Waipounamu attacking team has been looked the top of their class this whole weekend, and they've been the best I've seen them throughout this whole PTL series. Next week is going to be when it's going to show its worth, and I'm really excited for this Te Waipounamu team to show us what they have next week in the PTL series final in Auckland. We'll head down now to George.
And that was the game we were waiting for, the showdown of the two undefeated teams for Series 3, Te Waipounamu taking on the Northern Strikers. And what a game we had, ladies. Did you expect it to be like that?
I personally didn't think it was going to be like that. I thought both of us have got a sort of same style of play. We're quite fast, so I thought it was just going to be neck and neck the whole time, but it was really good.
And what I noticed, you guys come out of the blocks like a bat out of hell, mate. I'm going to call you guys meatloaf. But you guys were phenomenal and just didn't let them to get on the front foot. Didn't allow them to get on the front foot. Was that the plan?
Yeah, we know the Northern Strikers are a really fast team. They're young, they're full of energy, and they bring that every game. So we knew that we had to try and stop it as much as we can, put a bit of pressure up and not let them set any of their moves. So we thought we did that pretty well.
Yeah, Atafa, I thought you had a great game out there on the wing. There was a lot of tries that they could have scored on any other day, but with you stopping those, mate, phenomenal. And your world-class experience, is it 20 caps I hear?
Oh, I don't even know, actually.
Yeah, a bit modest, not counting there, but and your ages?
21.
21 with 20 caps. How brilliant is that? Hey, I wish you ladies all the best leading into next week. Mate, you guys have turned the tide. Hopefully you keep building and bring us in. What are you going to bring next week? Dana, what do you think?
Just whatever we can. We empty our tanks every week. You know, semi-finals, anyone's game. Every win now counts, and we're going to bring whatever we can to the game and hopefully come out on top.
Nice work. Thank you, ladies. Hey, I had to catch up with John Watson earlier. He said it's all about the last game of the day for the series next week, and he could be right. These girls are bringing it to the party, built nicely, and we'll see them next week. Touch. What a game. Good.
Through Sky Sport Next, these athletes and their sports have the chance to tell their story. We want to inspire more Kiwis to play sport. Together, our goal is to significantly grow the reach and engagement of New Zealand sports.
Touch New Zealand's coverage of the Premier Touch League is brought to you by SAS Sport and One Foundation.